Welcome to ONTV News. I am Tiffany Elise.
And I'm Cheryl Coonan. Back in April, Lake Orion residents and officials celebrated the grand opening of Dragon's Den, a spectacular playground located at Friendship Park in Orion Township. Since then, an effort has gotten underway to create a play area for children with special needs, and a major fundraiser took place recently that brought organizers closer to their goal. On Saturday, July 19th, Orion Township's Wildwood Amphitheater was the site of LO-Palooza, a day-long concert featuring 5 different bands, including Trippin' Dixie, Bad Aim, Shot Down, Square Pegs, and the Red Rider Band. Visitors paid $10 at the gate, and a beer tent, t-shirt sales, and concessions helped bring in additional money. The organizers' goal was to raise $10,000 to bring them closer to their goal of $50,000 for Let Them Play, a special needs playground at Friendship Park.
This is an amazing response to the fact that we're building this new playground, Let Them Play. And since we've announced that, we've had all kinds of different groups. Christy Shones came to us, and talk about someone with energy, she's got it. And so she came up with this idea we should have a concert. I was a little leery because I know how much work goes into one of these things. But man, we're here today, it's amazing. People are starting to show up, and the feedback's been unbelievable, not only for the new playground, but for this event. So excited to see how it turns out.
The playground will be funded entirely from donations and fundraising efforts. No taxpayer money will be used. Once the goal of $50,000 is reached, organizers will break ground, and it'll take about 6 weeks to build the playground.
It's going to be a place where families can go that has special needs children. People don't understand or think about, if they're not affected by it, how hard it is to take a child in a wheelchair to the park and let them have fun. They just can't enjoy it like the average child can. And it's also for kids that maybe have some sensory issues that aren't able to play with that much noise on the big playscape. It'll be kind of adjacent, and kids won't be right in their face. So just as a whole family unit, be able to go somewhere and enjoy it all together.
Well, it's going to be the first of its kind playground for special needs children. There are some that exist in Southeast Michigan, but they're normally at the schools that these kids attend. So this is in a public park. It's in Friendship Park, and it's going to be awesome. And my hunch is that it's going to continue to grow, because once people see it in the ground, we're gonna keep the little thermometer out there if people want to give to it. But I would see this being one of the best special needs playground in the Midwest. So.
If you weren't able to attend LO-Palooza, you can still make a difference with your donation. Visit sistersouls.org to see the variety of ways you can make a contribution to the playground.
Cleanup crews are out in Keatington neighborhood to clean up the jungle of Phragmites that are growing in the wetlands surrounding Lake Voorhees. The crew's mission is to clean up and cut down this invasive species that is killing native Michigan plants. High school students from the Michigan Student Conservation Corps, along with the Natural Community Services, join forces to chemically treat these harmful plants.
It's a plant that spreads by rhizome, so it's it creates monocultures because these rhizomes basically spread out, and you can cut the tops of Phragmites off, but it's going to grow right back because the main part of the plant is really in that rhizome underground, and so you need to kill it with chemical, and that's the only way to do it.
Students that were involved today hope to keep up their environmental works as they enter college.
The environment, I love being outside, and I cannot picture myself like being behind a desk.
This partnership helps build long-lasting relationships, along with treating these destructive plants. All the volunteers who participated today share one common passion: their love for the environment.
I've had a passion for the outdoors since I was about that big. So, it's kind of a natural extension of what I'm interested in. It's something that I very much care about, and that has a big impact on the world that not everybody, in the modern day and age is able to go out and see. And I'm trying to, not only preserve, protect, and restore, ecosystems, but also share that with other people so that, some of these places aren't lost, which is kind of the same mission of what the Land Conservancy tries to do.
The 2014 season of the Lake Orion Farmers Market kicked off on June 18th and has been providing visitors with locally produced goods and produce every Wednesday afternoon. In an effort to keep visitors coming back, organizers have scheduled a different theme each week, offering something for every member of the family. On Wednesday, July 9th, the Lake Orion Farmers Market offered a fire, police, and safety theme at its weekly event. Lake Orion's police department, as well as the sheriff's office, provided vehicles for kids to inspect and enjoy, and since Orion Township's Fire Station 1 is within walking distance from the market, the station opened its doors to the public, giving tours and offering information on car seats and smoke detectors, as well as making emergency vehicles accessible for the little ones.
The fire department is only driven by community. You can't be in public service and public safety and not show respect back to the people that support you and make your entire career exist. So it's very, very important to us, the fire chief and the whole fire department, that we open it up, we show them everything that their tax dollars go to, and just that we appreciate them coming out, because we really do. We honestly would not exist without their support.
It is bringing in a lot of families and people that haven't been here before, and they're having a good time and then coming over to buy something of this or that at the market this week. Oh, thank you too. Crittenton Hospital is a great sponsor this year, and we also have University of Phoenix, and those dollars that they've contributed help us with advertising budget mainly, and making new signage, things like that, so that we have postcards to hand out, so that we can really get the word out about when to come to the market.
Great.
The themed weeks will continue over the next several months. An arts and crafts theme will dominate the farmers market on July 23rd and August 13th, which is fitting considering the market is now managed by the Orion Arts Center. And on August 20th, visitors are encouraged to bring their pets during dog days. For more information, visit lakeorionfarmersmarket.com. Immediately following the farmers market, you and your family can enjoy some free music thanks to the Downtown Gazebo Concert Series. Every Wednesday now through August 27th, listen to free music in the downtown area. Concerts alternate weekly between Children's Park and Greens Park, with the shows at Children's Park being aimed at kids. Concerts begin at 7 p.m. and run until 9. Next on the schedule is We Three and She on July 23rd. To download a complete schedule or for more information, visit the DDA's website at www.downtownlakeorion.org or call them at 248-693-9742.
Did you know that only 10% of the U.S. population actually makes an effort to donate blood? A single car accident victim can require as many as 100 pints of blood. The American Red Cross reminds us that the need is constant and your contribution is important for a healthy and reliable blood supply. And you'll feel good knowing that you've helped change a life. On Monday, July 21st, representatives of the American Red Cross hosted a blood drive at the Orion Center. It was one of 4 such drives scheduled to take place throughout the year. Recently, Regional Representative Kathleen Ritter visited our ONTV studio to talk about the urgent need for blood.
The need is great, and the main thing I'd like to get across today is when you come to donate blood, that's wonderful, and you save 3 lives with 1 pint of blood. Wow. But the need for blood is constant. All the blood that we bring in one day is gone the next day. Wow. So we ask donors to give a little bit of their time and try and donate somewhere every 56 days. That's how often they can donate. So every other month.
Although the Red Cross appreciates all types of blood, O-negative blood can be used on all patients in need and therefore is in great demand and in short supply. Ritter talked about what you will experience if you decide to donate blood for the first time.
When they first get to the blood drive, you'll meet and speak confidentially to one of our national nurses, and they will take you through a history, just ask you some health questions, travel questions, things like that, to make sure that you meet all the criteria to donate. Okay. After you go through the short history with the nurses, they'll take you over on the beds, and they are such professionals. As you said, it is painless. Don't struggle, just lay nice and calm, and it'll go beautifully for you. You'll be on the cot for maybe 10 minutes. And then after that, we ask you to sit and recover for a while. We give you juice and cookies.
That's the best part.
I know, it's wonderful. That is the best part. And you're off, and you can resume your normal activities for the rest of the day.
The next blood drive, scheduled to take place at the Orion Center, will be held October 2nd. It's recommended that you make an appointment to minimize your wait time. If you cannot wait till then, visit redcrossblood.org to find the date and location of a blood drive nearest you.
Inside a small set of gardening plots, Lake Orion community members are using their time and efforts to bless other people. ONTV's Toy Creel has the story.
My grandmother was a huge gardener, and when we used to go to the zoo, she was one of those people who didn't look at the animals, she looked at the plants.
Tucked just outside the soccer fields in Friendship Park is a small garden filled with people watering plants. But they're not just doing it to make pretty flowers. They're growing food for those in need.
We are helping our garden grow and picking some food that's grown, and we're like weeding and watering.
Well, my school, we're growing like stuff for like salsa for Blessings in a Backpack.
The Blessings in a Backpack program is designed to feed children on the weekends who might not get food otherwise. The excess food from the garden is given to the backpack program, and with the help of elementary schools, community members, and business leaders, the gardens have flourished. One of the main goals seems to be an equal playing field.
One of the ADA accessible gardens was paid for by a community member for Xander Shones, which is a special needs children that is for it's kind of associated with the Sister Souls and the Let Them Play playground out there, which is completely wheelchair accessible we're working on. So everything is just interconnected. We're really about getting out to the community and making sure everyone has an opportunity to enjoy the outdoors.
They have 32 plots with 30 raised beds and 2 ADA wheelchair accessible beds, so everyone can get a chance to participate. Those who are helping with the gardens get to walk away with good food and good feelings.
I feel happy for all the children because then they'll get some food.
Well, it makes me feel really proud of myself and happy that I'm helping others.
I think it's wonderful to give back to your community. I mean, you know that not everyone is on equal footing, and when you have enough to share, then you should.
A community is a group of people working together for a common cause. And here at Friendship Park, we found just that. I'm Toy Creel, reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Toy. To volunteer your time, help fundraise, or donate money, you can visit blessingsinabackkLakeOrion.org.
We are going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have a report from Joe Johnson on the recent Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association's annual tournament. You're watching ONTV News. Stay tuned.
Breaker 19, Breaker 19. Load up the little kids, big kids, and kids at heart for an unforgettable experience. Orion Township's Big Rig Gig will take place on Friday, August 1st from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Friendship Park. Enjoy a convoy of trucks, tractors, diggers, dozers, buckets, and backloaders firsthand, and keep your eyes peeled for Smokey Bear. Come early and stay late for an outdoor movie. Despicable Me starts at 8:30 p.m. Cost is only $5 per vehicle. For more information, call 248-391-0304 extension 305 or visit oriontownship.org. And I'm gone.
Welcome back to ONTV News. I'm Tiffany Elise.
And I'm Cheryl Coonan. What's more American than beer, hot dogs, and baseball? Well, a group of lifelong Lake Orion residents took their passion for those things and turned it into a fundraiser benefiting our nation's veterans. ONTV's Joe Johnson has the story.
If you build it, they will come. It all started right here at Vandenboom Field, actually a backyard on the shore of Lake Orion, when a group of high school friends started a wiffle ball tournament for fun. As the years went by and more people got involved, they decided to turn the event into a fundraiser. On Saturday, July 12th, 8 teams of 4 reunited at Vandenboom Field for the 8th official Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association tournament.
In about 2010, which was our 3rd or 4th tournament, I believe, we decided, because we were having so many family, friends, co-workers, a bunch of people were coming, we decided, with all these people, we could try to turn it into a fundraiser. So that year, just kind of winging it, not really knowing what we're doing, we decided to donate to our Orion Veterans Memorial. And that first year, we raised $1,100, which we thought was great. We thought we were just going to do a couple $100, and it's kind of taken off from there each and every year. So
A draft night charity dinner was held the night before at the Orion Center. Tickets and a silent auction raised $14,000 to benefit 3 charities. The main beneficiary was Justin Verlander's Wins for Warriors, an organization that benefits veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan. Verlander has vowed to match whatever amount the Wiffle Ball Association donates. Also benefiting from the fundraiser is the Orion Veterans Memorial, which has received over $10,000 from the association over the past 5 years. And Desert Angels will also benefit, an organization that sends care packages to troops overseas. The tournament began at 10 a.m. on Saturday with 8 teams representing each branch of the military, as well as the 3 charities benefiting from the event. After facing double elimination, the field was whittled down to 2 teams representing the Army and the Coast Guard to face off in the championship game. After 5 innings of intense competition, the team representing the Army was named 2014's Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association Tournament Champion, defeating their rivals by a score of 18-6. Rick Vandenboom, who flew in from Alaska to take part, was named Tournament MVP.
When we first started talking about getting this together, it was just enough to cover expenses, basically beer and food to get through the day. And then as we kind of grew in age and wisdom and facial hair, we decided it needs to go to a little bit more. And Ryan was a big, big proponent in pushing we need to give back to our vets. And it's grown to something that we never could even imagine. So it's unbelievable, to be honest.
You know, at the end of the day, everybody's getting a little bit tired. We're a little bit older now. Everybody's pushing 30 or at 30 now, so we're a little bit slower and not as conditioned as we were when we were playing in high school. But it was a great game. It was a lot of fun to watch. So, and again, it just kind of caps a fun weekend.
Again, we really look forward to it. I think I always call it our Christmas in July.
Christmas.
Seeing everybody come back, and really for us the special thing is seeing the kids growing up, getting married. We had a lot of little kids this year coming. So
lots of babies coming back. Our future wiffle ballers are here in diapers right now.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really a pleasure for us to have everybody out and just a big treat.
Reporting from Vandenboom Field in Lake Orion, this is Joe Johnson for ONTV News.
Thanks, Joe. The voice of the Lone Ranger, Bryce Beamer, lived in Oxford, but spent most of his time in Lake Orion, which is why the 2 towns came together to celebrate this iconic character. Cowboys and cowgirls of all ages came out to the Ball Mountain shooting range to make some guns go bang and some targets go clang at the Silver Bullet Shootout event. Their task was to give it their best shot and see how good their aiming skills were. Lone Ranger Posse member Mark Thurber was able to talk to us about the different shooting event categories before he tried his hand at shooting.
Well, we've got 2 categories, one for novices, and that's really more of a trial for folks who haven't done this sort of thing before. And then we have the upper bracket category, and I think you've seen a few folks walking around here who obviously are professionals, and that's going to be very competitive.
All proceeds from this event are going to the Lone Ranger Parade that is scheduled for August 2nd in Oxford. The parade will feature the Wells Fargo Stagecoach, along with antique tractors. So dress up and come out August 2nd for the Lone Ranger Parade.
There are no shortcuts to a healthy lifestyle. Nutrition and exercise are key components, and one new Orion business is hoping to help you with the nutrition aspect. On Thursday, July 17th, representatives of the Chamber of Commerce and community leaders gathered at Spartan Nutrition located in the Orion Square Plaza on Baldwin Road. Spartan Nutrition was founded in 1993 in Windsor by Joe Estevez Gonsalves, and the chain quickly expanded to 24 stores throughout Ontario. The Orion Township store is the first to open on U.S. soil.
We're a full spectrum nutrition store, so we do have a lot of sports nutrition stuff to help out with people who are into the healthy lifestyle, but we also have vitamins, minerals, herbs, probiotics, teas. We even have homeopathy products. It cleanses, so we're a full spectrum health and nutrition store. So our staff is extremely knowledgeable. I put all my part-timers through what I call our nutrition boot camp. Very, very extensive. Matter of fact, one of my part-timers has a degree in nutrition, and she said she learned more from us than she did when she was in college. So that's flattering.
Cork went on to say that prevention is key and emphasized that all natural supplements are an important part of a healthy lifestyle.
Diet is Greek for lifestyle. So I mean, that's you have to live it every single day. It's not a fad. It's not. I mean, the reason people have joint pain, the reason people have issues is because they haven't taken care of themselves, and then now they're trying to play catch up. If they maintain all along, your quality of life is so much better, and that's what we're about.
Spartan Nutrition is located at 3755 Baldwin Road. For more information, give them a call at 248-481-4484.
Just 24 hours later, chamber representatives gathered again, just a few miles away for another ribbon-cutting ceremony. Friday, July 18th was the official grand opening of Brick It Up, a learning facility designed to teach kids about early stages of robotic engineering and mechanics, all using Legos. It was started by owners Ben and Gary, who were inspired by the young people in their lives and their separate careers in mechanics.
Kids come here and they have fun. Kids of all ages. Oh, I love it. I love watching these kids. When they realize they just learned something, they got the fastest car on the track, they built something, they accomplished something, they love it. Got a big bright smile on their face.
Brick It Up offers a wide variety of activities, including customized or themed birthday parties, after-school classes, educational camps, and open access play, just to name a few. To find out more information, you can visit their website at www.brickitup.net.
Recently, Oakland County residents were invited to experience what it was like to fly during the golden age of aviation. ONTV's Kayla Brandon was offered a seat on a 1929 Ford Trimotor, and she shares her experience with us.
Today, many air travelers take the luxury and technology of modern planes for granted. But 85 years ago, passengers who were lucky enough to get a seat on the Tin Goose thought the aircraft took luxury to new heights. Henry Ford saw the potential for mass air transportation and created this trimotor plane after World War I.
This particular airplane was built in August of 1929 and by the Eastern Air Transport that later became Eastern Airlines. As larger, faster, more efficient airplanes came along, this airplane was sold and went to Cuba to start Cubana Airlines, and from there went to the Dominican Republic, where it served to fly their chief executive around. It was their Air Force One. When it returned to the United States, it was a crop duster, a firefighter. It flew smoke jumpers out into the forest fire areas. And because the Ford Trimotor could land and take off in such a short distance, it could land at the mountain airstrips and bring the firefighters back out.
The plane was provided by EAA, a community of passionate flying enthusiasts. Passengers purchased a ticket, which helps keep the Ford Trimotor flying. The 15-minute ride traveled over Oakland County, and at one point you could even see the Motor City in the distance. With only 199 models of this kind in existence, and only a handful still up and running, this couple believes it's truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I wanted to have a flight that, most people are never going to get to fly in a Ford Trimotor. So it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, pretty much.
Would you do it again?
Oh, yeah. Already did it again, so yeah.
How important is it for you personally to preserve the history of this plane?
Oh, it's extremely important. I'm a professional pilot and fly jets all over the world, and this is the roots that started aviation commercially.
So we're back safely on the ground, and I wanted to give you a closer look at what this plane is really made of. It's made of metal, which, if you can believe it or not, planes before this were made of fabric and wood. But this plane is as safe and reliable today as it was 85 years ago. Reporting at the Oakland International Airport, I'm Kayla Brandon for ONTV News.
Sadly, that was Kayla's last feature for ONTV News. Kayla is off to Washington, D.C. to pursue her dream of working in network news. We'd like to thank her for all of her hard work and dedication, and everyone here at ONTV would like to wish her the best of luck in her journalism career. That's it for this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the entire crew, I'm Cheryl Coonan.
And I'm Tiffany Elise. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here on ONTV News.